Who's that kanji?
It's big. Okay, so today we're going to look at the kanji for big. Now the kunyomi are oki, and here we have a dot, which means that ki will go outside of the kanji. Then we have o, and this is the beginning. And here we have oini, where it is in the end because of the dash in the beginning. And also here i ni also goes outside of the kanji. And the onyomi are dai and tai. Actually, the reading dai is quite common for this kanji, but in this episode we're not going to look at it because usually it is read as dai with another kanji, which we haven't covered yet. So later on we will have words where you have this kanji and it is read as dai. And the meaning of this kanji is big. So now let's look at the stroke order. So first you draw a line like that, and then a line from here, and then from this cross section you draw a line to the right. So the stroke order of this kanji is pretty much like drawing the kanji for one, just drawing a dash horizontally, and then drawing the kanji for human. And it's important that it connects right here. You might think that you write it like this and then you go from the top to the right. No, you're supposed to go from the middle, from this cross section, to the right. So again, a stroke to the right, a stroke from the top all the way to the bottom, and then a stroke from the middle to the right. And now let's look at how you can remember this kanji. So it's pretty much like you have a human, right? This is the kanji for human. And then this is his arms stretched out sideways. So it's just like a human trying to make himself look as big as possible. So I think that should be very easy to remember. Now let's look at the example words. So the first word is oki, which is just from this reading. Here, ki-i goes outside of the kanji, and the meaning is just big. Next, we have otona, which means adult. And in episode where I taught you the kanji for one, I told you about how there can be words where the kanji aren't read according to the available readings for them. And I even told you about this exact word, otona. So you will just have to remember this. And I know that these two kanji are very similar and you might get confused which one is the first one. So the word starts with o, right? And this kanji can be read as o. That's just a hint for you to figure out that the kanji for big is supposed to be the first one in this word. So this makes perfect sense, big human adult. Next we have oyoso, which means approximately, about, roughly. Usually you would use a word like daitai or gurai for approximately, but this is also a word like that. There are quite a few words in Japanese which have similar meaning but are used differently. This is just one of the words that can mean approximately. Now let's look at example sentences. So for oki, we can have ano hon wa oki desu ne, which means that book is big, isn't it? Then for otona, you can have ki no tonari ni otona wa tatte imasu, which means an adult is standing near the tree. Then for oyoso, you can have oyoso no kazu desu, which means it's an approximate number. So that's about it for today. Do you know this kanji? We'll see what it is in the next episode. Subscribe here so you don't miss it and check out the playlist with all of the episodes. Mata kondo!